Now, question, what about all those who are not the first fruits? Well, they will have their chance for their hearts and minds to be open when the rest of the dead are raised. Now, that's another story about the rest of the dead. You know, Jesus spoke of multiple resurrections. He spoke of a resurrection to life. He spoke of a resurrection to damnation. But there's also another resurrection in between those two of the rest of the dead. When, you know, a lot of those who, when they will be given their first chance for their hearts and minds to be open. You know, the truth of the matter is, God, to a large degree, has blinded a huge amount of the population of the world right now. In other words, you know, God sort of looks at the world and he says, look, I know it's bad, but a lot of these people I'm not even dealing with right now. I'm not calling them right now. I have no desire to call everybody right now. But I do have a desire to call a first fruit. And there's a reason for that first fruit calling. You see, when Christ returns, the first fruits are raised from the dead. And they will join Christ in creating a utopian government on this earth. They will rule with a rod of iron. They will rule alongside with Jesus Christ to establish that 1,000-year government of God on this earth. That will prove that mankind can, if he has the Spirit of God, if he follows the leadership of the Holy Spirit, can create a utopian government on this earth that is with God's help and God's family ruling on this earth. So there's a reason for the calling of a first fruits. And that first fruits will help establish that government of God on this earth. That's why it's so special. You know, again, if you feel like God is calling you, if you feel like God is opening your mind to the truth, in other words, you're starting to see things that you've never seen before. You've been in church 50 years and you've never heard some of this stuff, you know. And the truth, I'm speaking about the truth, not a lie, but the truth. And now the truth is not just believe, just accept, just invite Jesus into your heart. That's dead religion right there. That gets us nowhere, okay? There's all kinds of people who believe they are saved because they, invite Jesus into my heart. Okay. And then they go about living their lives like they always have. Okay, that's not real salvation. All right, that's not real. In other words, your mind, in order to be confronted with, in order to enter into a relationship with God, you have to be confronted with truth. In other words, confrontation. You have to be faced with something that you probably really don't want to do. You know, Lord, I don't want to do that. Okay? That's how you know God is dealing with you. When you've got that resistance, you've got that, sometimes that edging away. I don't want to go there. Just be honest with God. Just tell God how you feel. Okay? I know when God was calling me, I told God, I don't want to do these things. I don't want to keep your Sabbath. I don't want to keep your holy days. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't even like being religious. Religious people have always turned me off. So I wasn't crazy about entering into a relationship with this being called God. I wasn't crazy about any of that. And I told God, I don't like this stuff. But when you're honest with God, He can begin to work on your heart. The key is you got to keep that honesty, that honest relationship going back between you and God. That's the key.